Welcome back. In this little video, we're going to have a look at the difference between the stack and the heap. And this is important in understanding the next part of this content. So basically, we know that our data is stored in memory, and there's two places that our data can be stored, and that's either on the stack or the heap. Now, don't worry too much about what's here, but we do recognize these, okay? A declaration of A, which is an int, an array, which is 20 long. But we're going to see new things that we're going to be using to declare our memory on the heap. Now, what we'll go through here is just some of the differences between the two, such that when we talk about it later, it'll make a little bit more sense why we use it this way. So the first thing is that the stack is fast, okay? But the heap, it's actually slow to access memory, all right? We also have, with a stack, we have the advantage of having local scope, okay? So we can declare something to be only used in a certain place. However, the heap memory is always global, okay? And this can make it difficult because you may be using data on the stack to keep track of stuff on the heap, which is global. And so if you lose stuff on the stack that's local, you may lose your memory. Now, the next big thing is that the stack has a limited space, okay? Where the heap has a large space, okay? So we can store lots and lots of things on the stack, on the heap, but on the stack, there's only usually a small amount of space relative to the operating system. For this kind of memory. The other thing with the stack is that we can't safely create dynamic memory, okay? Where on the heap, we can safely create dynamic memory. Now, what do I mean by dynamic memory? So dynamic memory means memory decided upon during the runtime of the program. So for example, if you're going to ask the user, how big would you like this array? That is dynamic because you don't know the size of it before you compile. Rather, you know it when the program is running. And this is going to be an important concept. The other thing that we can do on the heap that we can't do on the stack is that we can resize the memory. Okay, so if we've got some variable or some data more so, and we want to make it bigger or smaller, we can do that on the heap. Now, the other thing with the heap is that we need to actually allocate and deallocate memory, okay? And we're responsible. So this is the programmer's responsibility, okay? And this is one of the things that makes it difficult. On the stack, the allocation and deallocation is automatic, okay? So as soon as it leaves the scope, it deallocates that memory. And when we declare it, it automatically allocates that memory. The other thing is that with the heap, we need pointers, okay? And we've seen pointers already, okay? And we can see that to use dynamic memory safely, we need pointers, and hence we need pointers such that we can have programs that can have a variable size for our data at runtime. And so here you can really see the power of pointers. So this is just a little introduction to the heap and the stack, and I'll be referring to some of the stuff in here throughout the next videos. Alright, that's it. Thank you.